Sex after 70, you heard it here first, and you read it right on the thumbnail. And that's exactly what my wife and I are going to talk about. We're going to touch on our personal lives, and we are going to touch on some conversations that we've had with some other folks regarding this topic. Okay, so that's what's coming up. Alrighty, well, I guess it's no secret what this video is about, according to the thumbnail title, Sex After 70.
Yeah.
And May dressed appropriately for the video. She wanted to make sure we drove home the point of what the video was about, so she dressed up sexy.
Yes, I like it.
Okay, well, more power to you. I like it too. Anyway, that is a problem. Sex after 70. I did a video called Sex After 60.
Yeah.
And YouTube didn't like it, so they demonetized it. They let me keep it up, and I kept it up.
Yes.
So whatever. And speaking of keeping it up, I guess that's part of the topic of this video is the male libido and sex drive and how it diminishes over time. And there's going to come, if I live long enough, there's going to come a time in my life where that's just no longer a part of my life. And if it's no longer a part of my life, it'll no longer be a part of her life, at least not in its entirety. And I won't go into details on the alternatives, but I think you know what I'm talking about. So I think that plays a big role in the age gap relationships and what you need to consider when entering into a large age gap. We're 30 years apart. I'm 70, she's 40.
Yeah.
And so far, so good. Happy to report with May and I. However, she knows it. I know it.
Yeah.
There's going to come a day where that's just not going to happen anymore. And so there are some medical treatments that are available to men, such as testosterone replacement therapy, TRT. And then there's good old-fashioned Viagra, which will help a male. And that is utilized by me on certain times of the year. It just sort of depends. I was tested. My TRT was, my testosterone levels was tested when we went to Thailand.
Yeah.
And we had a full body scan. And they said I'm actually low for my age. Now, that's not good. It'd be okay if I was low for a 30-year-old. But being low at the time, I was 66 or something like that. They said, would you like us to give you a testosterone injection right there in Thailand, right there in the office? I said, sure, why not? Let's see what happens. And we found out what happened. And so we've continued with that treatment. I think that it's a sad, sad day if men are fortunate enough to live long enough, for one, to reach the point where they can no longer perform or they have erectile dysfunction, and it's just, there is no cure for it. There is no injection, there is no pill, there is no fix. And I believe that brings on a number of, initially, a lot of negative thoughts and emotions for a man. I think if it happens to me, when it happens to me, if I live long enough, there'll be sort of just an overall sadness because it was an enjoyable part of my life that I can no longer partake in. There's going to be some, maybe you feel a little inadequate now, or you feel like you're less of a man. And I would like to dispel those thoughts because it's just nature taking its course. It's just a matter of the human body. You're going to get wrinkles. You're going to get gray hair.
Yeah.
No hair, whatever. It's part of the body. Excuse me. And it's raining like cats and dogs outside. I don't know if you can hear over the rain, but we're in some kind of typhoon.
Yeah, it's coming.
Moving through. Some sort of thing is coming along. Anyway, back to that. It was kind of what sort of sparked the initial thought to do this video all over again was a story that May told me when she was doing the usual chismus at a party
Yeah.
with some ladies here in the neighborhood and friends of ours.
Yeah.
And the ladies, you guys got to talking about.
Yes. My sister is the first for the meet to the lady, and Jing said, "Where are you from?" I said, "I'm the Robin," and he married to the foreigner. And said, "How old are you?" I said, "35 years old." "Oh, your husband?" I said, 60 plus. "Oh, do you have a kids?" The lady said, "No, because my husband is not working that
Right.
hormones."
Right. So he can't perform.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So he's kind of broken there.
Yes.
And what was her feelings about that? Was she sad? Was she?
Yeah, he's sad. He's sad because she want to getting the, you know that?
She wanted to be intimate with
Yes.
her. She wanted to have
Yes.
that physical relationship.
Yes.
And she's missing that.
Yes.
Okay. And she's 35 and he's how old?
60 plus.
60 plus.
Yes.
Okay. Well, whatever that means.
62.
62. Okay.
Complete number.
We got an accurate number here. My next video is going to be called Communication Breakdown or Lost in Translation. One of the two. Trust me, it's coming. Okay. So she's 35, and that sparked the topic, and then other ladies started to chime in, right?
Yeah, the other ladies listen because of the partner the same, not working.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's listen, and then so I listen the lady, so I advise, "Oh, what if you can buy the Viagra?" Sa Viagra, the other lady, are you sure the Viagra is getting like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can try. And then they have the inject. But the topic is stop that because my sister husband is calling and my dog is, oh, and then getting like going home. So that's talking stop. So and the lady said, "Oh, just come back, continue for the talking about the what I call that for getting
But
the
weren't all the ladies involved
Yeah.
wanted to talk about this?
yes,
Was it just the one lady, or were there other ladies that said the same thing?
3 ladies.
3 ladies.
Yeah, the partner not
So
getting
you got to dig
working.
it out of them. Okay. Lost in translation. Beep, beep, beep. Something about beep, beep, beep outside because the one girl
Yes.
had to go.
Yes.
But 3 ladies
3
were having
ladies.
this issue
Yes.
with their males.
Yeah.
And how old, do you know all the ages of the ladies?
The other lady is 35 and the second is 34
Mm-hmm.
and then the last one is 50.
50.
Yep.
Okay. Now, at 50, from what I've been reading, 'cause I did do a little research on this, 50 is kind of the tapering off part for women, usually around menopause. But believe it or not, a woman between the ages of 30 and 50 become at their sexual peak. That's really when they are, that's really the height of their sexuality. I didn't get into the science behind that, but I just asked, AI, what's the dealio on that? So were all 3 of them sort of like disappointed, or
Yeah,
what was going on?
disappointed.
Now you and another girl, we won't mention any names here.
Yeah.
You guys were saying, well, we don't have that problem.
Yes.
Right.
That's why my other friend is laughing. He says, "Oh wow, I'm interested that for the getting Viagra like that. He want to the partner is more than aggressive." Yes.
Oh, because her partner is very aggressive.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we had one lady that was really satisfied with everything
Yes.
going on, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to ask what you said, okay? Because we'll just keep that between us, I guess. I will just say that we have a normal sex life. Would you agree?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, what were you telling the ladies to do?
A little
And the other
advice.
girl, you gave a little advice to
Yeah, I
them,
said,
right? You
what-
and the other lady that
Yeah, I
were,
said, what if you can buy that the Viagra or what if you can wearing the 60? But the lady said, no, I cannot wearing 60 because she's fat.
she's fat.
Yeah, she's fat.
Oh, she's
Yes,
fat. Okay,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't work on her. She feels.
yeah.
You never know, it might. Okay.
Yes.
And then what else did the lady say? You were talking about anything that we can share? Or
Yeah, he said she's she's trying for buy another the medicine, but he's working, but like 5 minutes is back to normal.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it works for a little while and then no more. And so I guess the gist of this video is that I don't know what the gist of it is. We're not here to talk about our sex life particulars or anything like that. But you had some suggestions. Hey, why don't you try to look attractive? Why don't you try to dress
Yeah.
sexy?
Yes.
Wear lingerie or negligee.
Yeah.
That's always appealed to men. And so that's why bikinis and all that kind of stuff is attractive to men.
Yeah.
Were the other two ladies fat? Were they
No, skinny.
attractive? Skinny.
Just only one. The
And
fat.
did they mention anything about maybe wearing something that's
No.
no?
No.
Were they curious?
Yeah, it's curious.
And so we're getting together with them again.
Yeah. But the other lady very interesting for listen.
Right.
Yes, but my sister is hurry up because the husband.
Right.
Yes.
She had to go right when the conversation was steaming up, or they were getting. Everybody was paying attention to all
Yes.
this. That got everyone. You said everybody was just like this.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? And
It's
so
very interesting.
they're
Listen.
very interested.
Yeah.
So I guess on the 13th, when we go to this thing, I got a figure, and you'll have to share with me afterwards. Did the conversation go back to that?
Yeah.
And were you and the other lady, being
Yeah.
peppered with questions because you were trying to give them some advice? And so,
Yeah.
did the other lady try to give them advice? Or
No,
not?
just only me.
Just you.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So that might be interesting. So anyway, that's kind of it. I guess the point I'm trying to make here is that you're as young as you feel until you're not. Okay? So you get to a certain age, there's just going to be a physical shutdown. I also did a little research that some of it is due to medications that you may be taking. You should check the labels on those or Google
Yeah.
the side effects of any meds that you're taking. Could be for this, could be for that, I don't know. I know a lot of psych meds, and unfortunately, there's a lot of guys out here, or I should say fortunately, I suppose, but unfortunately, they have PTSD, and they take a lot of psych meds. And I've had private conversations with gentlemen that have told me, you know what, I haven't been with my wife for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and these guys are younger than me, and a lot of them, maybe it's just a coincidence, have PTSD. And I ask them, what kind of meds do you take? Oh, dude, I take like 7 different medications. I take one for the usual suspects, blood pressure, cholesterol, and then this one for my nerves, this one for sleep, this one for my mood behavior. And I actually had an issue back in the year 2000 where I went through a surgery on my neck, and I had to quit taking a pain medication because the pain was gone. And I did an at-home self-detox. And I got to tell you, this was hell on earth. It was just dark and gloomy. And so I called my doctor up, or actually some friends that were concerned about me called because they talked to me on the phone. I didn't eat for 11 days in a row, put it to you that way. That was how deep this depression was, caused by chemical reaction to withdrawing off of a pain medication they had put me on, this really strong oxycodone stuff that you hear so much about on the news. I was on that before it was fashionable. And not once did my doctor say, by the way, this is really addictive. And so I won't go into that whole story. Maybe I'll make a video about that. But they called the doctor. The doctor said, okay, tell Paul to come down and I'll give him a prescription for a drug called Lexapro. And it was all I could do to get in the car and drive down there. And somehow I did it because I was in such a low mental state. Depression was, I don't even know I think it was the lowest of the low I've ever felt. It was chemically induced. It's not because I was having bad memories or bad dreams. It was just a chemical reaction. My brain didn't have any dopamine in it left. It wasn't getting that hit anymore from the pill. So anyway, I went down, I got the Lexapro, And it's told me that after about 2 weeks, I should start to feel the effects of Lexapro. Well, that was a long 2 weeks, but the box was correct. Because after about 12 or 13 days, really, my mood elevated and the darkness went away. And I got to confess, and I took the Lexapro for 2 months, and then I quit it. But one thing I noticed about the Lexapro, when my mood elevated and I felt better, everything, my libido went to zero. I mean, I didn't look at a pretty girl. It never crossed my mind. And so I think I'm just trying to drive home a point here, is that the problem with ED could possibly be cured if you take yourself off those meds. But then again, I'm not a doctor, and I would never tell somebody that's been prescribed something to stop taking it, because that might cause more problems than the one you're trying to fix. A real tough thing for me to get through, but I thought I would throw that out there because you guys that are a lot smarter than me can probably come up with a comment or a solution or a question or an answer. And that's really about it, kids. I'm just grateful that I have what I have right now. I know my other friend who's also in the same boat as me, and he's doing the exact same thing as me. He has the injections.
Oh, yeah.
And once a week, and takes the Viagra.
Yeah.
And him and his girlfriend, who they're not married, are just happy as two little clams in that arena. Of course, there's other things to life, but that is a fairly big component. I think that when you do get to that stage of life, for me, and it's just around the corner. I mean, it could be tomorrow. It could be next year. Who knows? But if I live long enough, I'm going to hit it. And I'm going to try to remember the words that I'm saying in this video, is that there just has to be an acceptance of it. And that it's just no longer there. And I think that my wife will be understanding to that. And if not, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So we'll see what we're both made out of when that day comes. You got any final words for the folks here? You got anything?
For me, I'm so lucky because you're lucky too, because you know that you're 70 years old. I'm very proud. 70 years old, but still working.
That's all they need to know.
I'm so lucky. For
Yeah,
the
but what happens when it stops working? Then what?
I understand.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, you say that today. What do you think the real answer is going to be? I'll leave that up to you.
You can always eat the steak or vegetable.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what that's got to do with anything, but all right.
Still working.
Okay, still eat the steak and vegetables. For whatever that means, I have no clue. Remember, lost in translation. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye-bye.